David Ricardo. Presentation by Alexandra Freedman. CRN number is 23883. Introduction. David Ricardo was born April 18, 1772, in London, England. Ricardo did not become interested in economics until 1799 when he read Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations. Even then, it was only after 10 years of studying economics did he really concentrate on his studies. He wrote several books in his time about the issues going on around him. Although most of his life dealt with politics and business affairs, he was able to accomplish being a chief economist of his time. His position among other economists was so great that he had a significant amount of support in England, even though his opinions were abstract. Early life. David Ricardo had 16 other siblings and was the third-born child. David Ricardo's entire family were descendants from the Iberian Jews who fled to Holland in the early 18th century. At the age of 14, he worked full-time for his father at the London Stock Exchange. Although David Ricardo was disinherited at 21 for marrying outside of his own Jewish religion to a Quaker woman, he still became very successful. Ricardo became very rich very fast because he had such a great reputation as a dealer in government securities. Main contributions to economics. The first book David Ricardo published was The High Price of Bullion, a proof of the depreciation of banknotes in 1810. This book was an extension of letters that Ricardo had published the year before in the Morning Chronicle. However, this book actually added to the controversy surrounding the Bank of England. At the time, the bank upheld that there was no relationship between the rising prices and the depreciation of the pound with the increase in bank credit. David Ricardo, however, along with other economists, stressed that there was actually a relationship. Ricardo also added that the price levels consequentially affected foreign exchange rates and the influx or outflow of gold. In 1815, the Corn Laws brought another controversy that controlled the import and export of grain. Parliament raised the tariff on imported wheat as a result of declined wheat prices. This led Ricardo to publish his essay on the influence of a low price of corn on the profits of stocks, where he argued that raising the tariff on grain imports had a tendency to increase the rents of the country gentlemen while decreasing the profits of manufacturers, meaning that instead of the tariff increase helping, it actually lowered profits and raised rent. It hurt the economy more than it helped. David Ricardo later published Principles of Political Economy and Taxation in 1817. In this explains his theory of distribution, examining its laws of everything that could be produced by the three classes of community, specifically the landlords, the workers, and the owners of capital. He resolved that profits differ inversely with wages, which rise or fall in line with the cost of necessities. Ricardo also determined that rent usually increases as population grows, since it is more costly to cultivate more food for a large population. He also established that trading between countries is subjective to the relative cost of production and by the differences in internal price structures that could maximize the comparative advantages of the trading countries. David Ricardo defined the scope of economics, and he was very well respected. In 1819, Ricardo purchased a seat in the House of Commons, a common thing to do in those times, and entered Parliament. Although he did not speak often, when he did speak, he was listened to with respect, even though most of the time his opinions went against the main way of thinking. How does it relate to a topic you learned in class? One of David Ricardo's main beliefs was that the economy generally moves towards a standstill. This belief came from the labor theory of value, also termed exchange value, that he along with Adam Smith developed. The general idea in the labor theory of value is that the value of goods are derived from labor, meaning that the rate of the profit depends on the labor that is needed to support the workers who farm. Works cited page.